having me. I'm so excited to be here. There's been so many amazing women and their stories. It's just like a complete container of just fantastic people that are just changing the world every single day. So I feel honored to be here. So thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. You're so welcome. I would love you to begin by going into a little bit about your journey and your lifestyle, like what you currently do in the world, but the journey that you've been on to get to where you are, this position of making big change in the planet and through your business and through your work.
Yeah, so this has been a long journey for me to kind of like get to the place that I'm at now. And the place that I'm at now is I'm happy. I love myself and I feel that there is hope in the world, that there is just opportunity, endless counts of opportunity for everybody. And I feel like I found my purpose. I feel that I've had this purpose all along, but I never really saw it and I never really was able to share it to the world. I was wearing masks and I hid behind so many things for so long. So now I share with the world, like I work online, so I help people with their health and wealth in the legal cannabis industry. I also help people find their purpose, so one-to-one or in containers. And I am a quantum flow practitioner, just about to be certified. And that is bringing shift in people on an actual cellular level. So that feels like a complete, it's just such a gift. And I feel so much energy now with everyone. It's just like really powerful right now. Like, wow. So my story really goes back to kind of, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I remember saying to my parents when I was younger, like, I dream stuff that happens, or I feel stuff and then it happens, but I don't tell anybody. Like, I would know if a situation was going to be bad or good, or, and so now at the moment, I'm really digging into like tapping into that, because that's the truth. Like I feel stuff, like I can feel stuff through a message or a situation. And I never followed that. So I essentially was always like going against my gut, like my true purpose. I was destined to be a professional golfer. And this was my plan. This was what I was doing. And that was my life. That was my purpose. I got bullied at school because of it. I didn't really have a group of women friends because all the golfers were guys. I traveled the world doing this. But then at 16, I got sick. I got unwell. And I lost everything. I lost my purpose. I lost the meaning to my life. I lost my goals, my aspirations, my relationships. You know, like things just completely changed around me. And so I'm 36 now. And honestly, it has taken me up until the last couple of years to say, okay, what are you doing? Like, now's the time to change. And you don't need to be having pharmaceutical drugs. You don't need to be unhappy. You don't need to be the girl that like wakes up and then curls back under the sheets. You don't need to be the girl that self-sabotages in pretty much every way possible. Like, it was what I was putting into my body, what I was feeding my mind, the people I were hanging out with, my mind over probably anything, and also the love for myself. Like, it was a long journey of self-sabotaging, and I've seen that now, and I've changed that. And my purpose is now to live my natural state, like live in my natural state and my highest aligned purpose, and then show people their purposes. And this all started 3 years ago, approximately. And I went on a holiday. I was in a happy place then, but I went on a holiday by myself. I dropped a wad of cash on it, which I'd never done before. And I stood on this beach in Barbados, and I used to get up every morning and just going on this. Everything in the world tried to stop me going there. I had second-degree burns 2 days before I went, and I wasn't meant to go. But I was going. I was like looking at the air hostesses, you get me there, otherwise things are going to happen. And so on this beach, something slapped me in the face. And I think that was my first true contact with guides, spirits, an awakening. And it just said, you can carry on your life as a body worker and you'll be happy, but there's something more for you and you need to get home and you need to change it. And you got to do it. So I came home, and 8 weeks later, I'd packed up my business, I'd packed up my home, everything was in a garage, and I was on the plane to Hawaii. Never had a expectation of Hawaii, that wasn't in my radar. It just came to me in the middle of the night, and that was when my life started to change. Hawaii made me find my soul. And I also met my fiance there, and my life has just changed ever since.
It's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this. I think one of the biggest things, and this actually came up in the conversation with Danielle yesterday, which was only yesterday, but so much has been happening, but it's almost like this realization. And when people see you, and when people see you online and sharing your work and sharing your message and your mission and just everything that's been unfolding for you, the behind the scenes of what's happened to get to where you are, of especially that moment that you had on the beach and you had that connection. Yeah, just literally like, talk us through, and I'd love you to just share deeper into this, of the choices that you had available to you of not following through with that guidance, and that obviously you did follow through with the guidance through pure faith, through taking that leap of letting go of your business that you had created for, was 8 years that you had spent creating the 14 years that you had spent creating, building up this business, and you just said, no, that's not for me anymore. What was that process like to go through that process of total leaping in faith?
I think that honestly, I was really blessed, because I remember I came home and I was sitting in the garden, and my brother was there. My niece was just like tiny, and my mom was there, and she was smelling this flower. And I just looked at her. I was like, she's 1 and she's smelling this flower. And I was like, that's life, right? Like, that's living in the moment and doing what you want to do. And I said, I brought this topic up to my parents and my mum and my brother at that moment. And my brother said to me, I love having the life that I have, but I can't pick up the guitar and play it when I want to play it now. Like, I have to think about it. And I was like, okay, so you're saying go. And then my mum said, go yesterday. Just go yesterday. I will sort your stuff out. Which they obviously didn't do, but the support of it. But the feeling inside of me, I just knew. But it was leaving clients behind that relied on me, that my whole purpose was to help them until they died, basically. Like, I'm here for you until you no longer need me or I'm gone. And it was like the easiest, hardest decision. And I think that's a lesson for us all. When you jump into something, there is always an element of fear, because you don't know what's coming. But when your body and your mind just say, do it, this is right, even if it seems really, really hard, you just have to trust that your body is channeling source. It is your highest power. Like, it knows best, and you will just feel it in every bit of your bone. And honestly, since then, I don't really think much about what I'm doing. I just know.
The other thing that you do, that I just thank you so much for sharing this, because it's like the other thing that you do that I've observed within you that's just so incredible and beautiful, is you take action. You know, so many people sit around waiting for, and while you had that conversation with your mother and your brother at that time of like really wanting that new level of, is this the right thing to be doing? And from that moment, one of the biggest things that you do is just go, cool, this is what my intuition is telling me. This is what I'm being guided to do. But you've been doing this almost from before you realized that you were even connecting with your intuition. And it was just like, it was what it was. I'd love you to share into this and really go into, especially your connections at the moment that you've been having with with source, with your intuition, really learning and understanding that there is more available to us than this physical vessel and everything that we believe and perceive.
Yeah. So I always knew something was there. And I'm going to be honest, I always was wary. Like, I didn't really know what I believed in and if if it was real. Like, maybe it was woo woo, like, that's my honest truth. And people have said to me in the last year, "Oh, I've seen you on this beautiful spiritual journey." And I was like, really? I never thought of myself as spiritual or anything like that. I just am me. And I obviously started having the feelings like on the beach. And then when I was in Hawaii, like, just things would start happening. Like, I would start having feelings. Like, I would go to the lava, and before we even got there, like, it's like happening now. Like, my hairs are on end, and things like that started happening, and started meeting people and maybe realizing what was wrong or what was right. But then since I've been going even more into it, and we'll talk about this story because, and I may cry, but in the last few months, I've really been trying to connect with who are my light leaders, who are my teachers above. And, I've been shown things, and I've had things come through, like even a little bit of light language, light drawings, messages. But I never looked to my ancestors. Like, I never looked to like my mom and dad's parents or beyond as anyone that was going to guide me, because we always said growing up, like, they're on our shoulders. And so that's what I just thought. I was like, that's what I've been told. So that's what I just thought. So I never thought of them being in my energy field, like, or being able to like transmute through me. So I had a session with someone a while ago, like a few months ago, or not even that long ago. And my intention for the session was to find a guide. I wanted to see a guide, and had this session. It was really nice. Then my mom messaged me, and she said the weirdest thing has just happened. And she went on her iPad, and I'm obviously like planning to get married, and she loves the song "Somewhere Over a Rainbow" by the guy Izzy, who's Hawaiian. And it's so cliched, and I'm like, oh my God, cheeseball. But she went to play this song for her and dad as they were having dinner. And she was like trying to press play. And it was at the same time I was having my session. She didn't know. Anyway, the video of the song comes up. My grandma started talking. And so it was the last MP3 that she recorded for me and my brother. But my brother was too young, so she was talking to me. It was the last MP3 she recorded before she died. And so that's what came.
It's like full on, just like total body. My whole body is feeling this right now.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel my voice may sound weird. It's like I'm kind of shaky right now, and I'm not nervous about lives or anything like that. But there's like there's intense, beautiful energies going around right now. Like, my whole body is like a wave. But so that happened. And I sat and I cried and I cried and I mourned her, which I'd never done because I was 3 or 4. So you don't, right? And so then I was like, oh my God, bingo, it's pumps. So it's pumps. Like, but she's my freaking guide, man. Like, why haven't I been seeing it? My papa always used to say to me, you remind me so much of her. When I would pick my stone that I wanted in my wedding ring, it happened to be the same one that was her stone, and I never knew. And so there was all these signs, but it never came through. And then I got back home, and recently I've been traveling, and I said to my mom on the way back, I really want you to make me some things. Like, I want some like flowy dresses or, this kind of thing. Like, can you do it? She said, I actually have some of Pumps' stuff. And this wasn't when I knew she was my guide. And anyway, she like got out this dress and this skirt and this, that, and the other. And I was going to wear it today, but I put it on this morning and I felt unbelievable. And mum actually came to my door randomly, and I just stood there and and she just was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, I think it's my wedding dress. And she was like, I think it is. So I've now taken off that dress, and it's over there, rated to get fitted. So
I didn't know your wedding dress. You didn't know it was a wedding dress this morning. You didn't know you were wedding dress shopping today.
no, so I've gone wedding dress shopping. I've saved myself like a chore, and I've found a blessing. And yeah, like this journey is wild. Like this journey is absolutely wild, guys. And if you're at the beginning of your journey and you're in a place that's like dark, like mine was, just know that it doesn't have to be that way. We do have choices, and you have people like Libby, myself, all the other guys that have been on here. Like, we're all here because we've come through our dark. Like, we've gone through the resistance, and we now get to live in this kind of space that is magnificently abundant, and what you need just plops in front of you when you least expect it.
And it's like when you begin to realize that you're doing the work and you're making all of the changes that are necessary, that come to your awareness, and you dive so deep into, well, this isn't serving me, this isn't serving me, this isn't serving me. And right now, like what we're seeing, especially collectively at the moment, is all of these belief patterns and stories that are literally in us, within our physical bodies, that we have adopted from who knows where, but we're carrying them. And being in the work and leading in this place of just really listening to what feels like it is in flow right now. How do you decide what is in flow and what is resistance, what is not aligned, what is your intuitive guidance saying? Do you know what I mean? Like that total, like, okay, I'm choosing to live in flow right now. But often when we're going through this process of awakening, of navigating the darkness, or of navigating everything that isn't serving us, it can feel like it's not flowing. It can feel like we're hitting roadblocks. Like, what do you see as the best tools that have helped you to be going, yeah, this is right and this is not right. This is not my truth and this is my truth? This is a really hard question, I know.
So I feel that throughout the journey of the last 3 years, I've done a lot of things that contradicted my gut feeling. And I did them through like ego, I guess. Like, no, I'm going to give it a go. I'm not going to listen to my gut. I'm going to go for it. And I trusted people I shouldn't have. And that often happens. Like, you want to see the best in people. And I've had situations, even in the last week, that have broken my heart. But I now go, okay, the message is in my body. The message is in my body. And when I come to roadblocks now, they feel kind of like that I can divert around them. It's like you pick your battles in a way, like you kind of let the flow just come through you. And if we eat properly, if we meditate, if we journal, if we do things like quantum flow, if we do breath work, if we give ourselves the best nutrition and hydration and kind of routine, I feel that our body naturally flows. So when something comes in that doesn't, I guess I can see it now. I can kind of see that is actually causing this, like, like a roof above my head. Like, it's like a glass box, and we talk about breaking through that glass box, but it's like, I feel like this is really heavy, that this isn't right. And so then it's like journaling it, maybe talking to someone that really understands you about it. Even just simple things, getting in nature, like grounding for me, which we know we've been on this journey with me grounding, but grounding for me and centering and just trusting my heart and my gut. Like, that sounds so simple, but really it's like, that's kind of the truth. And I think that takes work to get to that place. I think the biggest thing throughout this is I've found a voice through the times that I have the resistance or I have the challenges. And it can be a voice to myself, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you wanting to take that route that seems awfully challenging when you've been presented with this route? Let's use the wedding dress. Why would I now go and traipse around all those shops just to get a wedding dress when this has just landed on my plate, right? And that's where I think the difference comes in, when you put the groundwork in of you time, the quality time sitting in stillness with yourself and listening to what is being said to you rather than trying to control it. So I controlled my life the whole of my life. And now I don't. Like, obviously, sometimes I'm like, I need to do certain things to take action. But then that's what you're saying. It's kind of like, when do I need to take the action versus like just going with it? And obviously, sometimes, like, we have businesses. You're not going to make a successful business or make a sale or, you know, help somebody if you don't have things in place. But the rest of the life should just kind of be spiraling around you. Like, the whole world works in spirals. Our blood works in spirals, you know, energy works in spirals. And we just need to let that happen. I hope that makes sense.
There's, I think, one of the biggest things that you've said in this, and it's interesting, like this especially like right now collectively with everything that's unfolding on all different levels, and when we look at this ability to really trust and let go of control, which is really when we learn to surrender the need to know of what's happening tomorrow, what's happening the day after that, what's happening the day after that, and we put in place these practices within our own lives. Because like when we know, and I love that you've spoken into this about the cycles and the spirals of everything that happens in the way that nature and we work and we operate, and when we begin to put in place these realizations and reconnecting with the planet, with ourselves, with our bodies, with everything that we are thinking, feeling, doing, and we bring about new levels of like awareness about everything within us from this place. And I truly believe, and it's almost like you've gone through this journey of realizing that the only way that we can truly begin to live a life of flow, to live a life of purpose, is to spend more time with ourselves, looking at all the places that we're trying to control or that aren't in our highest as individuals and as a collective. But when you begin to see everything that you have implemented through simplicity and through the realization that it's so much, it's right there in front of us. What do you want to say to like a past version of yourself, 5 years ago? What do you want to say to that version of yourself that I feel like so many people are probably experiencing on the cusp of connecting to their intuition, connecting to their highest potential, connecting to being the leader of change and light that they want to be and desiring to be in the planet?
So it's interesting you say 5 years ago, because 5 years ago was actually the changing point of my life, because my niece was born. And before that, then I still had moments up until, I packed everything up, but I was irritable, frustrated, looking at my life going, how can I always be happy? I want to be happy like they are. I want to enjoy and find peace and just be in the moment. And I remember before she was born, I was like, oh my God, nothing's ever going to happen for me. I'm never going to have a child. I need a boyfriend. I got dumped just before, all of this kind of stuff. And when she was born, I was like, I remember going into the hospital and I just looked at her crying and I was just like, you are always going to be all right. You're going to be all right. And I'm going to do everything to make sure that you're always going to be okay. But I think something came into me then and was like, we are all right. We are all all right, because we have a path. And if I had known all my life, the 20 years that I controlled my life, I just needed to know what was coming next. I would just tell myself of all that time, and I would tell my niece, I would tell you guys, anyone that I care about, just enjoy now. The present moment is a gift, like present, it's a gift. The past has happened and the future is coming. But if we live in this moment now, like if we act from our heart center now and we look outside and are grateful now, then everything just happens as it should happen. And why I want, and I do help people in life now, is because I don't want you guys to waste 20 years. Like my life wasn't a waste because I've learned so much. Like I've traveled the world alone. I've done crazy things like hike the coast of South Africa with everything in my back, like with a virtual stranger. Like I've done so much stuff, but I don't want you to waste your time looking for what's coming next, living in fear, living in control, because once we relinquish that, and we say thank you for that, like thanks for coming in, thought of control, like I appreciate you, but I just want to look at the flowers right now. Once you do that, then you literally start seeing how wonderful it is, and you start seeing signs as signs that they are meant to be. You know, you start looking at a flower and there's a insect on it going, wow, like how cool is that? And to be able to live in that moment, in that flow, is manifesting everything that you want, that is going to be that dream life that you only dream about sometimes, maybe when you've had substance involved or you're on vacation. You know, you can dream it every single day, and your heart, body, soul believes, and actually doesn't even believe, you just know it's happening. Like, and I think that's where the magic happens.
This is so much in this of realizing that coming back, and this is what, like, you know, again, the future and the new earth and everything that we're bringing through at the moment is really beginning to see the simplicity that's required, not a nice to have. The simplicity of life is required. That doesn't mean not having all of these things, but it's coming back to nature. It's coming back to your very state of being, your very heart, your very everything that connects you to this planet, to other humans, to yourself, to your purpose, to your best leadership, to everything, to source. And when you see, like, and I know one of the beautiful things that you're bringing through at the moment is this practice of quantum flow. Like, how does working with your body help you connect to these deeper states of simplicity and also magic?
Yeah. So quantum flow kind of accidentally came into my life, and it is an embodiment manifestation process. And it allows us to flow within the field of infinite possibilities that we all have, that field around us. And it accelerates the speed at which we magnetize those hopes, those dreams, those desires that we have sitting there. So we do it through breath work and movement. And it actually resets us on a cellular level. Like, it's a scientific modality. And we are shifting pathways that have been ingrained in us, maybe our lifetime, 7 generations before. And the way I like to describe it is, and it's Levi, so I honor you, Levi, for this little description, because we came up with this ages ago about our minds, and it's that we go down the same path every single day. Those 60 to 100,000 thoughts come into our mind and we attach to them. But it's the same attachment. I'm not good enough. I'm ugly. I'm never going to be. I'm not lovable. I'm not heard. I'm not seen. We go down that same path. So it's like repeating these cycles over and over and over again. So what living in simplicity did before I found quantum flow was enable me to start shifting those pathways. But then what quantum flow did is, like I said, it like pushed it accelerated everything to the 10th degree. So what I feel it is like a ski slope. I now have multiple runs. Like, what run am I going to take? Like, what run are we going to kind of rewire in our bodies today? And it's a gift. And it's the first thing ever in my life that I found that if I'm tired and just a bit lethargic, I can do it. And I just then have energy. If I'm energized and I like need to be grounded, I can do it and bring grounding in. If I need to just clear something that I don't even know what it is, I can clear it. And then I bring myself back into the core root of who I am and what I want to be and what I want to embody, you know, on a daily basis, using words like I am abundance, I am love, I am hope, I am power, whatever your word is. Like, when we speak to ourselves in what we want to magnetize, then that is resetting ourselves. That is shifting everything that was stuck and blocked, and it is living how we should be living.
This is awesome. This is so beautiful, and it's like bringing in that awareness and the availability that we have available to each of us for change. And this is like only through our own personal change can we truly bring about change in the planet, can we truly bring about change in society and community and the world and our businesses and our families. And when we begin to look at, and I've been going so deep into this, especially this last week, of really going into where am I out of alignment and holding on to beliefs that maybe I didn't think them, or that I had created within myself, but bias, all of these beliefs that we're now having come to the surface of awareness in humanity and in the collective, of going, actually, that's not serving us. I didn't realize that was there. And it's like bringing about this deep, and I think the reason that this work and this quantum flow realization of what you're bringing through is simply through awareness and through the ability to know, first of all, that we can change through our own changes, and then being able to do it and bring about change. Is like, you can use this across all levels, regardless of where you're at in your own personal journey. I would love it if you feel called right now to be guiding us through a quantum flow practice.
I want to say as well, like, this practice has come around by Juan Pablo, and he has for 20 years, and this is the power of listening to who you are. He's been creating this for 20 years, but not himself sitting there and writing it down. He's been channeling it through source, through his higher powers. And this was the only thing that all combined, like all these different elements combined, physically can change people. And it is just so beautiful to be a part of it, and I feel honored. And yeah, I would love to share some. Before that, I think we talked about, like, I have a couple of offerings, and like, obviously, if anyone wants to follow me, then please do. You can get into my messenger box. But I'm in the legal cannabis world. CBD and hemp have really enhanced my well-being. And if this is something that you've been dabbling or like interested in, then just message me. I also have a personal development group. So if you're at the place that you do want some support, I have a lovely group that's free. It's just, like tips and tricks. Also, I will be offering quantum flow sessions. So if this is something that you end up really liking, then please message me, and I would just love to help you. And we will tap into what is, like, what is holding you back from living your truest, highest aligned purpose. And I also have containers. I call them containers of luster. And why I do that is because I want you all to shine. Like, I want you to find that piece of you that is inside of you that you just haven't seen, so you can show your inner luster to the world. And so these containers will never have more than 10 people in. And they are daily communication with me, where I'll be sharing whatever I feel called to push you on your journey, which may lead to one-to-ones. But at the moment, I'm offering anyone that just messages me with Goddess, to have 25% off coming in those monthly containers. So I hope they all appeal to someone, and that you feel that it's time that you are worthy, like you are worthy of giving yourself this. I wouldn't have changed without the support of people like Libby. We all need someone to help us, and having a daily support and daily love from people that have made the changes, like Libby and I and all the other goddesses in here, that's where the magic happens. Because like you said, Libby, it's like you can learn to love yourself, but what loving yourself does is make the love for your loved ones grow, and then the universe. So we impact on a humongous level. So I'll lead you through, if you just get somewhere comfortable, I'll lead you through a small quantum flow practice. And
we're sitting or sitting?
Yeah, we're just sit, I think, today. Like, we just go through some sitting. So as I said, this is going to be breath work and movement. It's also going to be activating your body. So how we do this is contracting our pelvic floor and engaging our navel to spine. So this creates our hara, which is just a magnificent core of change and release in our body. And it's your core, it's your center, it's the most precious place you can be. So when I talk about being active and squeezing, you want to think of squeezing your pelvic floor. So like you're stopping yourself pee, and pulling your navel to your spine and just making everything active. And when we have hands involved, you'll be pushing against each other, and that will be activating everything in your body, moving energy from your core all the way to your crown and giving it back to universe and shifting you on a cellular level. So feel it, experience it, and just take your time with it and just go at your own pace if I start like increasing things. But yes, so if you just want to close your eyes and just come to this present moment, this gift of the now, this gift of presence. You can put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just feel your belly rising. Your belly breath is your first breath that you ever had. So we're connecting to our natural state. So breathing into your belly, feeling it rise and fall. Just settling in to where you are right now, maybe feeling how your body feels, what's going on in your mind, maybe your soul, maybe thinking of something that you want to call into your life. Inhaling now on the count of 4. So inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Just pause. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold that breath for 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. And then just go back to a normal sweet breath. Thinking and creating your intention for this practice with the word I am in front of it. I am abundance. I am love. I am peace. I am calm. I am radiant. Whatever it may be for you and what you need right now in this moment. Beautiful. Feeling that in your heart space. Bringing both hands to your heart. Focusing on your heart, focusing on that vortex, that beautiful vortex that radiates from you. Breathing into your heart, then seeing, visualizing, or simply knowing that there is a red laser beam connecting you from your root all the way down to the crystalline center of the earth. See, visualize, or know it's going through all the layers of Pachamama, and it secures itself, it wraps itself around the center of the earth right now. You are secure, you are grounded, you are safe. Breathing in now the energy from Mother Earth all the way up your body, through your hips, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, into your heart, connecting to Pachamama right here, right now. Then imagining a gold laser beam coming out from the top of your head, connecting to your soul star. Just see it, visualize it, or know it. We all have one. It's just waiting to find you if you don't quite know who it is, where it is yet. You're connecting with this gold laser beam to all the galaxies, all the universes, Father Sky, the divine masculine. And then inhaling, drawing that gold energy all the way through your crown, all the way into your heart, connecting with the energy from Mother Earth right now. And as they connect, golden light expands all the way through your body into every cell of your being. I am, I am, I am. Beautiful. Feel your body, feel the energy in your body. On your next inhale, we're going to then exhale with the chant R and use our hands to expand this R to the universe, opening our heart. So inhaling in, exhaling R. Feeling the energy, feeling your field around you. Beautiful. Inhaling all the energy back to your heart. That's it. We're now going to put our hands onto our thighs and we're going to do a spine roll. So we're going to be rolling forward and dropping our head last. So you'll calm down like this, dropping your head last. Just loosening up that spine. Just slightly pulling on the exhale, which is on the way down. So inhaling, rolling up, exhaling down. And we're slightly going to activate that navel to spine. That's it. Keep it going. Exhaling, feeling that connection with your navel to your spine. Beautiful. Keep it going. And then on your next exhales, we're going to make a sound. Ah. Whatever sound comes out of your mouth, maybe your tongue comes out of your mouth as well. And this is purging, this is releasing everything that is not serving your highest purpose. Let it all out. All the feelings that you may have of not being good enough, not being worthy, not being lovable, let them all out. And maybe go a little bit faster. We're shifting ourselves now. We're alchemizing ourselves. That's it. Let it all out. Beautiful. 5 more for me. Really letting out everything that is not serving you. Keep it going. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. 1 more. And then on that exhale, just hold it all out. See heavy light, heavy energy coming out of you. Beautiful. When you're ready, just rolling up vertebra by vertebra. And just taking some nice sweet breaths in. Remembering who you are. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. My inner genius is waking up right now. Amazing. So now we're going to clasp our hands at our root chakra. So at the bottom. And we are going to inhale. And then we are exhaling and we are going to activate the hara. So we're going to use the pelvic floor and navel and activate. So inhaling in, activate that root chakra, activate your pelvic floor, your navel in. You're pulling everything in, squeezing hands together, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And inhale, relax the hands, relax the pelvic floor and navel. That's it. Once more, inhaling in. Exhale, activate everything. Activate, activate, activate. That's it. Inhaling golden light into your spine, into your body. Beautiful. 1 more for me. Inhaling in. Exhale, activate pelvic floor, navel, hands together. Activate everything in your body. You're changing yourself right now when you activate on a cellular level. That's it. And when you're ready, inhaling in and relaxing and flowing. feeling light come into your body from your crown all the way in your spine lighting up. This time we're going to use our hands and move them. So inhaling, exhale, activate, hands, navel, that's it, all in. Then holding it, we're going to inhale and bring our hands to our hearts. You're still active, you're holding, and when's enough, you just release and flow and expand and feel the energy expansion. The activation is where the magic happens. So one more, inhaling in, exhale, squeeze your hands, squeeze your pelvic floor, navel it in, beautiful, keep it active, and inhale, take it up to your heart again, squeeze your hands together, squeeze your core in, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, how much do you want to change, and when you're ready, feel the shift. Feel the energy flowing around you. I am abundance. I manifest abundance in every cell of my being. Beautiful. This time we're going to take this energy up to our third eye. So inhale, exhale, activate, navel to spine, hands activated, everything activated. Then inhaling up to your crown, your third eye, squeezing hands, squeezing core, active, active, active. I am. Squeeze it, hold your breath, keep holding. And when you're ready, feeling the flow, feeling the energy. Beautiful, beautiful. This time taking to your crown, inhaling in, exhale, activating everything. Activate, squeeze. Inhaling all the way to your crown, holding your breath, everything active, squeeze it, that's it, keep squeezing, you know when it's enough, and when it's enough, I am love, I am peace, I am abundance. Abundance in every cell of my being right here, right now. Beautiful. Another one to the crown. Inhaling, exhaling, activating everything, squeezing everything, all the way up to the crown. Holding your breath, squeezing everything. Then you're going to take a little bit of air through your mouth. So zip it in, still squeezing, still holding, changing yourself on a cellular level. Keep holding, keep squeezing. And when enough, expand and celebrate. I am abundance. I am radiance. I am love. I am worth. I am. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to do that once more. And then add another zip with our hands. Just follow the instructions, but go with your flow. So inhaling in, exhaling, squeezing, activating everything. That's it. Then inhaling golden energy, golden light all the way through your spine, right up to your crown. Squeezing, zipping some air, holding it. And then on the next zip, we're going to lift our hands to the sky and relax our bellies. And hold our arms out and radiate our love to the world. I am. Just hold it, radiate your heart to the world, and when you're ready, just flow and pull and feel all this golden waterfall of energy flowing all the way through your body, Beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Lifting your hands to the sky, inhaling, zipping it in, and then flowing, making sound, opening up all the channels inside of you, feeling this golden light through your body. Beautiful. One more, lifting your hands to the sky, inhaling, expanding, radiating, zipping in, holding that breath, expanding yourself to the world, showing up as your highest purpose, then flowing through your body. Oh, feeling it integrate in every cell of your being right here, right now. I am, I am, I am. Then using your hands, we're going to draw the energy from Mother Earth up to the sky. Inhaling in and opening and receiving from Father Sky. Beautiful. Inhaling and exhaling, returning anything that is not serving our highest, truest, aligned purpose all the way down to Pachamama. She will recycle it for you like she recycles leaves into soil. She's got you. Inhaling in, drawing energy up and opening it up to Father Sky, your soul star. Exhaling, returning it down. Oh, beautiful. Inhaling, drawing up through your midline, up to the sky, opening, just holding here. And then exhaling, just flowing down. I am, I am, I am, I am. Beautiful. Just putting your hands on your heart. Just feeling the energy all around you right now. Just feeling your body. It may feel different from the beginning. Just breathing into your heart. Breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 3, 2, 1. One more round. Inhaling. Exhaling. Beautiful. I am abundance. I am manifestation. I am my most natural, perfect state. I am, I am, I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much gratitude for yourself right now, for the collective, for Libby, for yourself and everything that you are becoming. We're now going to close this practice with 3 chants. The first chant will be for the love of yourself, the second for the love of all your loved ones, and the third for the love of the universe and the collective. Inhaling in. Inhaling into your heart. Inhaling to your heart and expanding your love to the universe, the world, the collective. Holding it here, feeling your energy vortex around you, feeling the love you have for yourself, everyone you know, and for the planet right here, right now. Bringing your hands back to your heart, breathing naturally, coming back to your space, your room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am, I am, I am. And so it is.
So thank you, Hayley.
Thank you, Debbie, for hosting this for all of us. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you.